All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be talking about how to create your healthy weight. Okay, and whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on the replay, all of the energy work that we are doing will be available now or on the replay. So you simply say yes at any point to accept any healing work. So we're going to do a little bit of talking first. Okay, I'm just checking in on see if we've got some new people. Okay, good. Gloria. Hi, Shirley. Karen, good. All right, so we're going to talk tonight about why you might be carrying some extra weight. We're going to look at a couple of we're going to do a couple of different meditations and take you through a couple different ways to kind of check in with yourself and see what could be contributing. So if you're here tonight and it maybe isn't weight that you're looking at, if you have any kind of an illness or dis-ease, then you can explore those things for yourself. So you may become aware of some new insight that maybe you haven't had, but we're really focused in on weight for tonight. So if you constantly worry about your weight or it's an issue, it's always in the back of your mind. If you're not at your ideal weight or you don't like the way that you look, you're definitely in the right place. So we're going to go through, hi Heidi, go through some things tonight. So I personally do understand the struggle with weight. I grew up as an overweight child, so third grade, I think, is when I really started to put on weight and grew up being very overweight. And as an adult, had that yo-yo effect with the weight going up and down. So for the past 3 years, maybe, it's been very, very steady weight. And we're going to talk about we'll talk first about your comfort zone. So everything that is in your life right now is inside of your comfort zone. So you think about whatever it is you wanted to create in your life, but particularly right now we're talking about weight. So the way your body is, however that is, that even though it may not feel like it's inside your comfort zone, it's inside your comfort zone. And your comfort zone is built around your belief systems. So whether or not you are aware of all of your belief systems, you're about 5% aware consciously of about 5% of your brain. So we've got a lot of influences that we've either forgot about or we got it from our ancestors in the DNA, past lives, soul level. All of those things could be influencing us. Okay, so before we talk further about the comfort zone, let's talk about some essential things that your body needs. So water. Every system in your body needs water to function properly. Your digestion will not function properly without enough water. And if you're on medications, sometimes those medications tend to dehydrate you. Your urinary system cannot clear out waste. Your body can't release toxins the way that it's supposed to without enough water. The guideline is, the rule of thumb, take your body weight, divide that by 2. That's how many ounces of water you should be drinking in a day. So that's something that your body needs to function at optimal health. Nutrition, you need protein, which is amino acids, lipids, which is healthy fats, your carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. I'm not really going to talk about nutrition tonight, but you need to understand those are the building blocks for your body to function properly. Something that you can explore. Your body needs oxygen. And if you are stressed, which a lot of us are, and you don't even realize it because it's chronic stress, you're not breathing properly. I do plan on making at least a couple of videos about breathing, but I want you to do something right now. I want you to close your eyes and I just want you to take a nice deep breath. And I want you to feel in your body where you're bringing that breath into. What part of your body is moving? Okay, nice deep breaths. Is your stomach tense? If you've been under chronic stress, your stomach is probably tense. When your nervous system is in the fight or flight mode, automatically your abdominal muscles are going to tense up. Okay, and we need the belly to be soft to bring breath into the body. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I could talk to you for about 5 days on breath. And if you've ever been in my yoga class, you ladies know I like to talk about breath. But if you're breathing up here just in the top part of your lungs, if you're stressed, you're not getting very much oxygen into your body. So focus on deep breathing. Endless benefits to deep breathing. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that, but you need to bring oxygen into your body. So make sure stop and breathe deeply several times throughout the day. Your body does need to move. Your bones and your muscles. You need some kind of movement that helps your lymph system, your bones, your muscles. So some kind of movement is beneficial for your body. Find something that you like to do to take care of your body. So the other things that we want to do to increase our optimal health and weight is to reduce our toxins. And you can get toxins from the environment, from your food, from the air. The toxins are everywhere, and I'm not going to go into depth about that. What I do want to focus on is your emotions. The emotions that you carry inside your body can be toxic. Okay, that's what they are. If you guys eat a piece of cake and you feel guilty and you feel shameful about eating that cake, your body literally thinks that cake is toxic and it's going to treat it that way in the body. Okay, so how you're feeling about your food, number one, is really important when you bring it into your body, but how you feel in general is huge. Resentment is a big deal, and that can cause you to carry a lot of extra weight that's very toxic in your body. Hate, fear, these are all very toxic inside your body. So this is what we're going to work on today is clearing up some emotions, but this might not be your reason for carrying extra weight. We're going to go through some exercises. Hopefully you have pen and paper. If you don't, go ahead and grab that, because I'm going to take you through a couple of exercises where you're going to get some insights as to where your extra weight is coming from and how it's helping you. Okay? Perfect. So grab some paper. Let's first focus on what is your ideal weight. So I want you to think about that. What is a healthy, we always want to use the word healthy when we're talking about weight. We don't want to lose weight in an unhealthy way. Always keep healthy at top priority. And what does that look like for you? So I want you to come up with some sort of a target for yourself of what is healthy. So we're going to get clear about what direction you're going, and we're going to use this ideal weight in our exercises. So you can either use pounds. I would probably suggest using pounds, because if you use like clothing size, it varies so much brand to brand. There's no real consistency, I don't think, when it comes to the sizing of clothes. So using pounds as a measurement might be the best. Okay, so let's go back to our comfort zone and talk about that. So your comfort zone is made up of all of your beliefs, okay, and how you feel about yourself, okay, and how you feel about the world, so the outside world. And we have this imaginary circle around us, bubble, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go into a little meditation, and we're going to see where your comfort zone is. And we're going to take a look at your ideal weight. And you're going to imagine that, whether that's outside your comfort zone or inside. Chances are, if you're not at it, we'll take a look. It's probably outside. And then we're going to do some things to determine why it might be on the outside of the comfort zone. Okay, so if we have any questions, go ahead and pop them in as we go along. Once we start getting into the exercises, then I will want some feedback from you so that we can start doing the clearing. So The clearing is for the entire group, and well, again, whether you're live or whether you are coming in on the replay, and we want to do a healing for everyone here. So first I want you to get yourself comfortable, close your eyes, start taking some of those deep breaths, soften your belly, breathing down into your belly. So when you take a nice inhale, you're filling your lungs, and your diaphragm underneath your lungs is pressing down, and that's why your belly needs to expand, so we can make more room in the lungs for more oxygen. And as you exhale, soften your belly and let the breath naturally exhale. And as you take these deep breaths, I want you to shut your brain off, and I want you to bring your awareness down into your heart. And you may even want to place your hands over your heart just to remind you that this is where you want the answers to come from, inside the heart. Breathing deep into your heart. Now I want you to imagine you're sending your energy down into the center of Mother Earth, gathering that Mother Earth energy, drawing it up into your body. It's calming, it's relaxing, it's soothing. Bring this energy all the way up through your body, relaxing every cell in your body. And then imagine a beautiful ball of light above the top of your head. And imagine that you're in this ball of light. Send it up above your space. Send it up above your home, up, 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 beyond the Earth's atmosphere, up, up, up into the universe. And now imagine going beyond the stars and the planets, beyond all the galaxies. We're going to go beyond the universe into a bright white light, and another and another. There are many, many layers and layers of bright white light with a little thin veil of darker light in between. And you're going to keep going through all of these layers until you come into a bright golden layer of light. And after the golden layer, there's an energy which may seem like thick jello. You might see all the colors of the rainbow, geometric shapes and patterns. But off in the distance, there's a pink mist. This pink mist is the law of compassion. Head toward the pink mist and let it surround you. And it's going to guide you up, up, up into a pearlescent, shimmery white light. We're going to go deep into this energy, higher and higher. And allow this energy to dissolve your bubble. Allow it to become a part of you. You become a part of it. There is no separation. You become one with all that is. So I want you to relax. We're going to do an energy clearing. We're going to release any energy that doesn't belong to you, any radiation, any energy that's no longer serving you, sending that into the light and asking Source to open, balance, and align your chakras, your energy body, your aura, and then filling you with unconditional love, every aspect of you, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, every cell. And I ask for the highest and best healing for everyone here live and everyone on the replay, that you get exactly what you need from this call. The healing is between you and Source or Creator, God, whatever word that you want to use. So just relax. And now I want you to imagine your comfort zone around you. Let Creator show you in a way that you can understand, or you can just imagine it. But I want you to see this imaginary line around you. And everything that is inside your life, this includes your weight, your health, material things, your success, whatever you have in your life, your friends, all of those things are inside this bubble. What you already have. Now I want you to imagine your ideal weight. Okay, and I want you to let Creator show you where that is in relationship to your comfort zone, so that you can become aware of it. Okay, good. And now I want you to imagine, what would it feel like if you were at your ideal weight? How would you feel? Or if you were at optimal health, if you were completely healthy, at your ideal weight, what would it feel like? I want you to ask yourself what emotions and what that would feel like to be at your ideal weight and health. Okay, now that you're becoming aware of how you would feel being at your ideal weight and health, I want you to ask yourself now, why isn't that inside your comfort zone? What would be the worst thing about having those emotions inside your comfort zone? Here's where I want you to start writing. This is important information. What could go wrong with you having those emotions inside your comfort zone? And if any of you are feeling stuck, I want you to relax and allow the Creator to show you. The more you relax, the easier it is, and just accept the information however it's coming to you. You may feel things, you may know things, you may hear things. Trust what is coming to you. And I want you to write down everything you're becoming aware of. Does it feel safe for you to be at your ideal weight? Now I want you to imagine being at your ideal weight, and I want you to see how your significant other feels. How do your parents feel? Siblings? Children? Friends? How does the opposite sex feel? And how do you feel about the opposite sex being at your ideal weight? Okay, so writing down all of the emotions, any negative emotions or negative responses that are coming up as you're looking at this. And the next thing we're going to do is talk to your body. Okay, it's a technique that we learn to do in Theta Healing. And I want you to become one with this tingly white light. So stay up in the seventh plane energy. Okay, and then you're going to bring your awareness into your body, and I want you to bring it into your excess weight. And I want you to see what it feels like. See what kind of energy it holds, what kind of emotions. And if you have an illness in your body, you can go into that illness or that organ and do the same thing. But I want you to have an internal dialogue with this extra weight. Extra weight is excess energy. It's stored energy. So I want you to go in and find out what kind of energy this is. I want you to write down any awarenesses that you have. You can also ask this stored fat if it's environmental toxins. Is it emotional toxins? Is it environmental toxins? Okay, write down any awarenesses that you get. And the next area that I want to take a look at before we begin the energy clearing, so I want you to go back into your lifetime, into the first 6 years of your life, if you can remember that. Just relax and let Creator take you back. Okay. And I want you to become aware of how your mother feels about her body and how she feels about herself. Is she overweight? Does she have excess weight? So what's the relationship that you put with weight as a child? What does that mean to you? Okay, is there anyone else in your childhood that was overweight? Anyone significant? Grandmothers? I want you to take a look at what was your perspective about grandma being fluffy. Did that feel loving and safe? Just take a look at your childhood perspective. Take a look at your ancestral line, grandmothers, the women. Do you see any patterns with weight? Okay, so write down your awarenesses, and then I want you to come back into your space. Come back down through all the layers, through the universe. We're going to come back into your body, and I want you to send your energy back down into Mother Earth. Bring that energy up into your body so you feel really grounded. You feel very connected to Mother Earth. Okay, so I want to start our energy clearing. So when it came to the comfort zone, and here's where I need your help. This is a conversation. So in order for me to do the clearing, I need to get some of the patterns, the feedback of what it is that you have coming up. So when it comes to the emotions that you felt at your ideal weight, did you in fact get some good answers about why that's not inside your comfort zone? So if you could start sharing with me any of the insights that you received during that meditation, of what would be wrong with bringing those emotions into your comfort zone, please let me know. I'd love to hear. And then also, as you were talking to your body, did you get an awareness of any emotions that were stored there? And the third area that we looked at is, what did you learn about your body and weight as a child? Tell me more about what that means, Gloria. So when we get our programs, our subconscious programs aligned with our ideal weight, then it's easy for us to be at our weight. It's not such a hard thing. And there is a collective consciousness energy that it's hard to lose weight, that it's hard work. How many of you are feeling that? So let's go ahead and first download what it feels like and have the Creator's truth that your outside is a reflection of your inside. So it's aligned with your belief systems. And when you align your belief systems with your ideal weight is easily within your comfort zone. So you can say yes to accept this. Right. And everyone's reason for carrying extra weight could be different. Interesting emotions in the cells. Yes. Okay. Now we've started. Okay. Here we go. Now we've got some answers coming in. Jealousy, guilt, shame, judgment, selfishness. So the energy that are being stored, is that other people's emotions or is it your emotions? Okay. So Diane, is being at your ideal weight, is that already inside your comfort zone? Are you at your healthy weight? You have to commit and follow through, and this is a negative emotion. So where does that come from, Gloria? Where did you get this emotion to commit and follow through? Okay, there we go, Kiki. So my ideal weight sparks too many conversations by other people about me, too much focus on my body. So does that feel uncomfortable, that attention? I feel a lot of judgment coming through, not just for you, fear of visibility, fear of negative attention, jealousy that has come up. So let's clear that out. Let's start with that. So anytime that you or your ancestors have felt judged by another person for looking good or for being confident, for standing out, and you perceive this as wrong, that there was something wrong with you, let's clear this now. Okay? And we're going to bring in Creator's truth, that you can see that this person's reaction and behavior was a reflection of them. Okay? And had no truth. It was not truth about you. Yeah, so any shame that you have for looking good, any shame for bringing attention to yourself, anywhere, I feel this really strongly with the women, that's almost, it's provocative or it's too sexy, it's wrong. And that feels a little ancestral program, collective consciousness as well. Let's clear all of that out right now. Go ahead and say yes, we can release that. Okay. And that it's safe for you to be at your healthy weight. It's safe without fear of being judged. And let's download what it feels like to be free from judgment, to live your life according to your own inner guidance. Say yes to accept that if you'd like that. Yeah, okay, let's check in here. Okay, Dawn, a little bit more about hurting others, jealousy from them. Is this your shame, guilt, selfishness, or does this belong to others? Okay. That it is hard work. That is very much a collective consciousness. So let's release all of the negative beliefs, or that it's hard, it's a hardship to lose weight, that it's hard to lose weight, and replace it with the truth that it's easy when our belief systems are aligned with our healthy weight. Then it just happens. It's just as easy as what we weigh right now. when the belief systems are lined up with that. Okay. Good. There's a lot going on right here. Okay. So if you're in a relationship, that if you are thin and attractive and sexy, that it might bring attention from other men, unwanted attention. So are you carrying extra weight to make your partner feel safe in the relationship? So would you like to know what it feels like to let your partner, for you to feel comfortable and to radiate that energy of comfort in the relationship without fear of negative attention from men? Knowing that you're committed to your relationship, you're radiating that energy of commitment to the relationship. Okay? So even if you're at your ideal weight, you're going to radiate out that you're committed and that you're taken. Okay? So let's release the weight from sending that message. Okay? Okay, let me check it and see what else we had here. Okay, your first line's confusing me a little bit, Tammy. I could hit my ideal weight. Okay, maybe it says my ideal weight and still be rejected. So who would you be rejected by? Okay. And emotional toxins were stored. So what kind of emotions do we have stored? Okay, Debbie, I am with you on the being overweight as a child, always pointed out, embarrassed. Yeah, you can use muscle testing. Also, we haven't talked about this, but there is a muscle testing video inside of our group that you can use to muscle test to see if it's safe for you to be at your ideal weight. Plug in that number and you can muscle test. I'm allowed to, it's possible, and it's safe for me. So those could all muscle test differently. So you can find out if your subconscious beliefs are aligning with your desire for that ideal weight. So for anyone on here who has been or was overweight as a child and suffered from teasing, embarrassment, made fun of, let's release all the shock and trauma from that. Okay, and for some of you that have been carrying that from early in childhood, you may even muscle test that you are still fat or overweight, even if you're not, because you're carrying that program. So let's release all the shock and trauma and abuse that you have experienced through any of these childhood times. Actually, this is leading into, so anytime in your life where you were embarrassed, uncomfortable, out of place, felt awkward about your body, we want to release that. So at any point in your life, if you felt uncomfortable about your body at all, let's release that and replace it with unconditional love. Okay, and there's a lot of women that then they blame themselves. So you feel bad about your body and you start to hate your body. And you start to hate your body to motivate you to exercise and to take care of yourself. And this is abusive. This is abusive relationship, abusive behavior. So can we release anytime you expressed anger and hate, disgust, resentment towards yourself, for your body being overweight, and let's release that and send that into the light. Okay. And let's replace it with understanding, and let's replace it with forgiveness for yourself. Understanding, compassion, forgiveness. And the important thing is for us to understand, how is that weight helping you? So if you were overweight as a child, and usually weight is a protection. Okay, so if you had some trauma, this is at any point, if you had any trauma that caused you to put extra weight on your body as a form of protection, let's release the shock, the trauma, any abuse. We're going to send that into the light. We're going to replace it with unconditional love. Okay, and let's teach you that it's completed, it's finished, it's done, and that you can be and you are safe in your body, and you have discernment of being safe inside your body without using extra weight to keep you safe. Okay. And anywhere that you're using extra weight to ground you, to keep you on earth, to keep you grounded, anywhere that it's keeping you balanced, we're going to ask Creator to teach you what it feels like to be grounded, to be connected to Mother Earth, to be in your body, to be balanced without using weight. So you can say yes for all of this. And it's always Creator's definition, perspective, and understanding, and that yours is the same. And the downloads go into all that you are, every belief level, all cells, all organs. Okay. Okay, so why are you uncomfortable being the focus? Kiki. Okay, so it all feels good. So Diane, I want you to think about, just close your eyes and ask yourself, what would be the worst thing that would happen to me if I was at my ideal weight? And also, do you have genetic patterns? With the females in your family, is there a line of women carrying extra weight? Those are your feelings, Dawn. Okay. Okay, so we got a couple things going on. Okay. Stored emotions. Negative emotion. Okay. Got a lot of answers coming here. Okay, people. Okay. Diane. The family judging people when overweight, and that's a bad thing. Okay. Okay, so I want you to ask yourself, why were your parents judging other people? Okay, because I get the truth is, and it wasn't about their weight. That's what was coming out, but that's not what it was about. What was going on with your parents that it made them feel better to judge other people? Can we just have Creator download the truth for you, Diane, that you can see the highest truth in that situation where those people were criticizing the others? Okay. And so you want to avoid being criticized. Okay. Can we release all energetic attachment to that fear of being criticized? Okay. And teach you what it feels like to be accepted. Okay. And that you have this acceptance inside your body, and you can live without fear of rejection, without fear of being judged or criticized. Mm-hmm. So I would have had you muscle test that you were keeping yourself heavy to avoid judgment from the people that you love. Okay, and avoiding judgment. Can we teach you who you are without that fear of being judged? And know that it's safe for you to be at your ideal weight without fear of being judged? Okay, so we're just starting to scratch the surface here with some of these beliefs, but there's some really good stuff coming out. Let me read another one here. Mhm. Jen, I know you can muscle test. Is being overweight powerful? Let's see if that comes back. Okay. So Jennifer, it sounds like you were trying to meet your mother's expectations. Um, and without really getting to dig into this one-on-one, I'm going to just tune into that though. It feels like your mother's expectations for you were a little unrealistic. Okay. And in your mind, was that your way of getting your mother's love and your mother's approval? So let's let creators show you. So if any of you have the same thing where you're trying to create a certain look, or it doesn't even have to be weight, it can be anything. People do this all the time with their parents. They think they have to do a certain thing in order to be loved and accepted. And that's from that childhood perspective. Okay, so I want you just to allow Creator to show you right now the truth about how your mom or how this person really feels about you and felt about you as a child. Okay. And the reason that they were critical is because someone was critical of them. And in some of your cases, you've got the belief that criticism is love. If you muscle tested that, you'd find that to be true. Let's release that and bring in Creator's truth about love, pure love, and what it feels like and how to receive your parents' love without taking in any judgment, any criticism, okay, any other emotion, that you can just receive in your parents' love. And you know that you are accepted. The truth is that you're loved and accepted, even if they were um, critical and judgmental. They were taught that themselves. So let's bring all of that in. Okay, so what you want to get to is being worthy of love, being able to receive love, loving yourself, and it has nothing to do with you having to do or be a certain thing. That's the belief work that you want to get to. And when it comes to the exercising and taking care of your body, it shouldn't be punishment for yourself, like these insane diets and extreme eating and extreme exercising. That's not out of love. It can be. Some people are. It's not across the board, but some people are doing it out of fear. They're doing it out of disgust and hate for themselves. It's the emotion that's behind it. So we want to love ourselves. We want to eat well and be healthy and exercise because we love our body. So that's really where we want to get to. And then knowing that we are loved and accepted. Okay, so we've got some medication that are causing getting involved with the weight. So anytime we've got the thyroid issues, we should do the belief work around speaking your truth, being heard, going back into childhood. We want to do the healing around the thyroid, and the thyroid also affects the metabolism. So that would be my suggestion. And I know that thyroid issues are huge. A lot of people have that and are suffering from that. So I would get the belief work done here to bring your thyroid back into balance. And then that's going to help across the board. It'll make it a lot easier. So Shirley, you're denying yourself the good food and the drinks at gatherings. Yeah, again, it comes back to that really the energy that you're putting into um, your food. And I think as long as it's not like a major health concern or you're diabetic or something like that, being able to enjoy food, any kind of food on holidays or special gatherings should be enjoyed, is how I feel. We just can't do that day necessarily. Some people can, but we also want to really be able to enjoy life. Okay. Okay, and so the problem for me is some of these comments are so far off. So I saw Tammy's next comment, and I want to go back to. Okay. Okay, so Tammy, the guilt, shame, and fear. Oh, I'm actually being led to ask if that's yours. Okay, so some of you, I want you to tune into this. Some of this emotional stuff, I want you to actually ask yourself if it's yours. I feel like a lot of this, some of this is genetic, some of this is collective consciousness. Can we download all of you discernment of what belongs to you and what doesn't when it comes to these emotions? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to release any guilt, any shame, any fear. One for sure that doesn't belong to you. We're going to clear that out. Okay. And if it does belong to you, we're still going to clear that out. The guilt, the shame, and the fear. And we're going to teach you who you are without that. The next question to ask yourself, these emotions that you have, are they serving you still, or is it time to let it go? Does it help you at all to carry any guilt, any shame? And Tammy, you should look further into what the fear is for yourself. Again, to see if it's yours. Okay, and Shirley, my mom was thin until she had me. She had lost her weight gain after my sister, who was 10 years older than I. Okay, do you carry guilt for that? If you carry, let's let that go. And let's let that burden go. That feels kind of like a burden. Yeah, and I'm sure she wasn't happy about it. So you probably feel bad that you feel responsible for that. So let's let go of that and let's get the creator's truth. Really, that your mom's weight is her responsibility. Completely. So any responsibility that you've accepted for that, let's release that now. Release any guilt, release any emotions that go with that. Release you from the obligation. I feel like there's also an obligation to making your mother happy. Let's release that. Diane, I'd love to go deeper into that with you. So everyone else in your family, the females are thin? Okay. There you are. I just saw your next comment. Okay. So hip replacement. So you had surgery. So any of you that had surgery and that were put under, you experienced what's called free-floating memories. And so everything that was said in that operating room by doctors and by nurses are kind of floating around in your brain, and they are not sure where they belong. We're going to release any free-floating memories that are not serving you. So let's release those. Sending those into the light. Okay. And for anyone else who had a incident or a surgery or an illness, any kind of trauma that way, we're going to release that from you now. So Diane, we're going to release the shock and the trauma that you experienced with your disorder and with the hip replacement. We're going to release that now from your cells. We're going to replace it with unconditional love. Okay. And we're going to teach your body what it feels like to recover. So for all of you that would like to know what it feels like to recover from an illness, we're going to ask Creator to teach you that now. Now we're on the replay whenever you say yes. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this is very interesting, Kiki. I like it. So you came up with thin is vain and means that everyone needs to take me down a notch for being thin. Okay. All right. So can we release the belief for everyone that fat is either that it's bad? We'll release it. It's kind of like the same way with money, where last week we released the belief that money was bad because it's just an energy. Okay. And so fat is energy, and it's really neither good nor bad. It's just an energy, and we need to understand like how to work with that. So let's release that. So when people get emotional blocks or disease that's caused by emotions, imbalances that way, people can't always see that. So when it comes to weight, it's something that's very visible. So this is something that leaves people feeling sometimes exposed because it's something that can be seen. So let's release any shame around that, any judgment, anytime that you felt criticized, uncomfortable, out of place. Let's release that and let's let Creator show you what it feels like and how to accept yourself completely and love yourself just as you are right now, without the fear of staying this way. So that means you can love yourself and you can accept yourself while still wanting to change. So a lot of people are rejecting themselves for being this way. I'm rejecting myself. In actuality, you need to love and accept yourself in order to nurture yourself and give yourself what it needs. So would you like to know what it feels like to care for yourself, to nurture yourself, to understand your body, to be connected with all parts of your body? Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, one more thing. Yes. So for Jen, so anywhere that, and this would be ancestral or past life, but where being overweight is power, because there was that era, if you were rich, you were overweight, it was actually seen as a powerful thing or a status of wealth. So we want to release that from all levels. Okay, and we're going to teach you what it feels like to be in your power and that it's okay for you to be wealthy and at your ideal weight. Okay, we want to release any negative connotations with being thin. That thin is bad, that there's any judgment about being thin. Isn't that funny? There's judgment if you're overweight, there's judgment if you're thin. So we need to learn to live without being affected by other people's judgments. Other people's judgments are a reflection of them. That's what that means. It's a reflection of what they believe. So would you like Creator's perspective of that? Would you like to release any judgments that you've accepted as truth about yourself? Would you like to release those now? Okay. And would you like to replace it with loving yourself, kindness for yourself, care and compassion for yourself? Okay. We're going to do a meditation, and then We're going to wrap up for tonight. So what I want to do is go up into, I'm going to take you back into the meditation. We're going to do some forgiveness exercise. So forgiveness for yourself, others, and we're going to do just a little bit of manifesting. So close your eyes, take some nice deep breaths. Send your energy down into the center of Mother Earth. Gather that energy, draw it up through your body, out through the top of your head, into a beautiful ball of light. Sending it up above your space, up above your home, up into the universe. Imagine traveling through the universe, past the stars, the planets, the galaxies, beyond the universe into the bright white light, and another, and another. There are many, many layers and layers of light with a little thin veil of darker light in between. You're going to keep going through all of these layers until you come into a bright golden layer of light. And after the golden layer, you're going to come into a jelly-like substance. Here you might see all the colors of the rainbow, geometric shapes and patterns. Off in the distance, there's a pink mist. This is the law of compassion. Let it surround you and guide you up, into this pearlescent, shimmery white light of the seventh plane. Go higher and higher into this energy and allow this energy to dissolve your bubble. Let it become a part of you. You become a part of it. There is no separation. You become one with the energy of creation. So we're going to start with your body. Silently, I want you to ask for forgiveness from your body, any parts of your body that you have had negative thoughts towards. Okay, and I want you to replace it with love. And I want you to forgive yourself for blaming yourself for being overweight, for being mad at yourself for this. And to be able to accept and understand that this may be a sign that something's out of balance for you. Okay, and that you can find that proper balance, and that you can clear out any trauma or negative beliefs that are causing the weight, that you can find the answer. What it feels like to love and care for yourself, care for your body, nurture your body, nourish your body. Okay, and it's important for you to remember to learn what it is that you feel about your body, and your beliefs inside, your thoughts inside are going to reflect on the outside of your body and in your life. So now I want you to call to mind anyone who is harsh to you because of your body, or their fear, or their judgment, their criticism, anytime that you felt there was something wrong with you. Let's release the belief that there was something wrong with you and replace it with the Creator's truth that you're beautiful. Okay, and that you can actually see why that person is behaving the way that they're behaving, realizing and seeing that it has nothing to do with you. Okay. Let's let Creator show you why they're behaving the way that they're behaving so you can have understanding. Compassion. And I want you to silently verbalize all the ways they hurt you, how they made you feel at that time, so that we can release that. And anywhere that you're carrying someone else's burdens, I want you to release those now, and I want you to give those burdens back to the person they belong to. We've all come into this lifetime for our own experience and our own journey, and we all have free will, and we are all responsible for our own journey. And that's universal law. Even if you try to take on someone else's burdens and you try to take on their responsibilities, it's still theirs. So you're just dragging yourself down. So let's release that now. Let's let Creator teach you what it feels like to live without taking on other people's burdens. What it feels like to be free from other people's burdens. And I want to take an opportunity to bring up any other situation from people that have hurt you because of your physical appearance. And I want you to have the opportunity to tell them how it made you feel, how it hurt you. Let's ask Creator to show you the truth about that person or persons. What made them act this way? Why would they do that? Let Creator show you the truth. Let Creator show you that that behavior was all about them and honestly didn't have anything to do with you. Okay, so let's let go of all of those emotions. And if you're the one in the family that's taking on the burdens for the family, taking on the responsibilities, feel like the odd person, let's release you from that obligation now. And if that was a way to separate yourself from your family, or to provide any distance or make yourself different, let's let Creator teach you what it feels like to celebrate your uniqueness and know that it's okay to be different and still belong to the family, that you're still connected. Too many times we're trying to fit in, and actually we came here to stand out. So Would you like Creator's perspective of what it feels like and how to let your light shine, your unique light, and to be who you truly are, and to let that radiate? Some of you are covering that up with weight. You're actually trying to hide who you are. So let's release that. And let's celebrate who you really are. Okay, and you need to celebrate who you really are. This is you. You're the only you there ever was, ever will be, and that's special. You're special. All right, and let's let Creator teach you what it feels like to keep yourself safe, to know that you are safe. You have discernment in safety and discernment in men, and you can keep yourself safe without having to use weight. So you do need to know that attracting the wrong men has nothing to do with your weight and has everything to do with your beliefs. Okay, so if you're attracting the wrong kind of men, then we can do belief work on that and you can change that. All right. So I'm going to ask right now any genetic damages that you have, any genes or genomes that are causing or contributing to weight gain. I'm going to ask for those damages to be released and be replaced with healthy molecules that align with your healthy weight. Is that okay? Okay, good. And I'm going to ask Creator to send you a healing, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual healing in your highest and best and with grace and ease. Say yes to accept that healing, that whatever needs to be changed is changed now to align you with your ideal weight. Okay. So my suggestion is that you go watch the muscle testing video. Muscle test that it's safe for me to be at my ideal weight. It's possible. I'm allowed to be at this weight. It's comfortable to be at this weight. I think that's all of them. And muscle test and see what your subconscious believes to be true. So I do want to announce that on Sunday, I'm starting a 5-day series. It's going to be 5 nights of manifesting. So how to create what you want in your life. I don't know if I know how to make a survey. I would like, yes, okay. One moment. So I'm going to see if you would like manifesting at 6:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. Not much of a difference. Okay, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I just created one. And hopefully it's going to show up. So if you guys want to let me know, I have it scheduled at 6:30 right now, but if it's better for more people at 7, I'll be happy to do that. So 5 days, Sunday through Thursday, I'm going to go through different techniques and energy clearings to talk you through manifesting what you want in your life. All right. And if anyone would like to sign up for my free newsletter, I will copy this in the comments. And you can go to my website and sign up and you get a free meditation with that as well. Okay, well, I would love to hear your comments and your feedback. I'll be looking at that later. It was really my pleasure to spend this evening with you, as always. And I hope that you got just what you needed for tonight. So thank you so much for joining me. It was really an honor. Namaste. Okay, good night.